Welcome to Communion Fire. Today we're talking about Luke chapter 14. The Table of the Lord is the series that we're in, and we're talking about the four tables in Luke 14. Jesus talks at a table made up of at a Pharisee's house with lots of guests who are jostling for position. He heals somebody at the table. It's the Sabbath, and he says it's okay to heal on the Sabbath, isn't it? And nobody responds because he just did it. And then he takes the moment to begin to explain the difference between the table of the world and the table of the kingdom. Jesus is the servant king at his table, and he wants to make it clear to them that in the kingdom of God, we're not there to take the utmost position or try to be a person of influence. We're to humble ourselves and take the lower seat, and then let the Lord be the one to put us in a better seat if need be. Then we see that there's the wedding table, the luncheon table, the dinner table, and the banqueting table. And those tables are representative of all the tables that we might come in contact with. And Jesus says when it's his table, there's a difference. We're not jostling for position. Those who are invited to his table uh, tend not to come because they're busy with the things of this world. They've bought lands, they've bought oxen, and they're getting married. So they have things going on that preclude their agenda from including being at the Lord's table. Why aren't people coming to the table of the Lord today? Well, Jesus says, send out the invitations, go out and tell them to come. The table is prepared. And the response is they can't make it because they're busy doing other things. So Jesus says, go out and get the lame, the halt, the blind, bring them to my table. So those who have been to the communion fire know how much love Jesus has, and they want to go share it with those that can't get there on their own. So we assist them to the table, the blind, the halt, the lame. And he says it twice in Luke chapter 14. Then the servants come and say, but Lord, your table still has places. And he says, well, then go out into the countryside and get everybody in the highways and the byways and compel them to come in. Well, what compels them to come in is the love of Jesus they encounter when they meet the people who've been to communion fire, those who've been in communion with the Lord. They see and sense the love of Jesus. And so when it comes to the Lord's table, the big difference is there's not a bad seat in the house.